You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV.
Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV. Shout out. Welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV.
What's wrong, man? What's wrong? Up here, what's wrong? Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. What's wrong? It's you. Oh, right there. You like it too. You like rejection. That's what Let's try that one more time. Actually, you know what? No, let's not, because he's going to do it again. Because he want to stand out. What's your name, Devontae? Devontae.
Welcome back to Soda TV. Yes, indeed. You got to turn up for the GOATs. You got to. It's kind of like Juice WRLD is like Michael Jordan, right? The GOAT that inspired the GOATs. Just like Michael Jordan inspired Kobe, which is definitely the GOAT. You feel me? He's just the GOAT of all GOATs. Juice WRLD bought that sound that changed the game, man. It's gonna live on forever, for sure. So, yeah, Lil Yachty did about, he did minimal, meaning that I think he took it really light on whoever that was in the audience. You know, he could have did way more. I thought that tuning in, he was gonna do way more, but you did your part, Yachty. You did your part. So let's get into the report. It says that this show happened in Washington, D.C. It was the last stop for Tyler, the Creator's tour, the Chromacopia tour. So this was doing somebody else's tour. That's crazy, man. You coming to do your part on somebody else's stuff, and you got to cut up. Somebody got to be doing something out of pocket for you to have to act out of pocket at somebody else's show. But Lil Yachty was holding a moment of silence for Juice WRLD, and whoever that was, I'm thinking that it had to be a male, because I don't see a female doing that. You know, that broke that moment of silence, and that's what caused Yachty to act like that. Rightfully so. Someone shouted from the crowd in the moment when Lil Yachty, of course, you hear him in the video saying, "Shut the F up," before getting help from the crowd and figuring out who said it. Man, like I said, he did minimal in that. You know, once they ratted out who had been shouting, Lil Yachty got down on them. They say shamed him. And that's about it with that. Did it what he had to do. And you know, this was the GOAT. You know, Juice WRLD passed in 2019 off of a OD on, can we say what it was on here? We ain't gonna say what it was, but pills. You know, police finna come on there. He overreacted, thinking the police they did come on the plane, and he overreacted. Instead of taking the charge or having someone else take the charge around him, because he had a bunch of people from the neighborhood around him, he just went ahead and did what he thought was the right thing and swallowed them. End up more likely busting in the stomach and unaliving himself off of OD. Man, sad thing, man. But at that point, if it ever got to that, the fans were supposed to handle that dirty work for Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty shouldn't have to act more than he did. He should have just had to do his part, and the fans should have over. You feel me? Over BEATM the worst way. So what y'all think? Y'all think Lil Yachty let that person off light that was disrespecting the moment of silence for Juice WRLD, or do y'all think he did justice? And before we get into this Cassie and Diddy situation, just gotta ask you to please hit that like button. This lets the algorithm know that this video has what it takes to win and go big, and more people can view this, which is what I want. Share this video with whoever you can, whenever you can, if you can. More so than that, I need you to subscribe to the channel. If you don't want to do it now, you can surely wait to the end of this video. And if you forget at the end, I'll remind you. You feel me? But just keep your word. You know, that's what we do on this channel. You feel me? Last but not least, notification bell, keep you notified on any and everything I provide. All right. So I'm sure you're familiar with overall what the Cassie and Diddy situation is. And you should be. You had to be literally living under a rock if you don't know that they got into a whole bunch of this and that, to where, you know, he was caught on camera, you know, BEATing Cassie, and got hit with all type of charges of racketeering, conspiracy, X with S at the beginning, trafficking, all type of stuff. And she ended up suing him for a large sum. I had it wrote down, y'all. It was like 30 million. And I believe that, did she get that? She got close to that, or did she get that? But it was 30 million she was suing for, like some crazy amount. And on top of it, this. So it goes, Cassie plans on actually testifying during Diddy's upcoming trial, and it won't be anonymous. The news has confirmed. So clearly, she was given a choice to be anonymous, which means, you know, they do this for victims so they don't have to relive. They don't have to relive the trauma that happened to them. You know, just like M cases, Erder cases with Erder with an M at the beginning. Cases, you know, people have been so traumatized that they're asking them to get on the stand and recount and relive what they went through. It just be, you feel me? It'll just be the courts feel like that's inhumane. That's the right word. So it says that victim one is prepared to testify under her own name during the upcoming trial, where Diddy will defend himself against charges of racketeering, conspiracy, X with an S at the beginning, trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Y'all know what that is. Dang, man. I didn't know he was representing himself. What is Diddy? Crazy? He went crazy? No, this can't be true. Diddy got all that money. That's what it say on the news, but has Diddy went, whoa, insane? So Cassie is, of course, the victim number one. There are 3 other alleged victims who have requested their identities remain secret during the trial. Prosecutors say using pseudonyms instead of, I hope I said that right, pseudonyms instead of real names will prevent harassment and other adverse consequences for the alleged victims. Just last month, prosecutors in the case finally handed over the names of the 3 anonymous women to Diddy's legal team, so he's aware of who is leveling accusations against him. Yeah, so if he got a team, why is he representing himself? Like it makes no sense, and the only sense I can make of that is represent yourself, and then if you lose, letting that be grounds for an appeal. But I mean, that probably ain't grounds for an appeal, right? I'm sure some of you know more law than me, even though I done been there 14, 16 times. I never tried no stuff like that. So if you represent yourself, is that grounds for an appeal? And can you even get back off that? So, and it goes on to say, as you know, Diddy was arrested and charged September 2024, months after his home in Los Angeles and Miami were raided by federal agents. He's currently locked up in MDC Brooklyn, a notorious federal prison, awaiting his trial, which is supposed to begin on May 5th. Diddy has pleaded not guilty, and he's denied all allegations of wrongdoings made against him. Shoot, I bet he did. Cassie originally sued Diddy in November 2023 for the alleged rap with an E at the beginning. Also, ABUSE and human trafficking. The two sides settled their lawsuit within days of filing, though it seemingly opened the floodgates and led to numerous other lawsuits against the mogul. So what did she do? Settle out, get the 30 million, and then backdoored them, and then came with other. They settled out, and then she brought more charges against them. And like, is that what happened? See, I kind of stopped following it after like she sued him, and then you feel me? I was like, whoa. After I saw 30 million, I was like, whoa, like that was so much money. I stopped following the case. Like, I'm like, man, listen here, 30 million, like, geez. For her to have a choice to rename, for her to have a choice either to remain anonymous like the other people were, and for her to go ahead and say, no, I'm going to put my face out here. I'm going to come. I want to stand before him. I want to look, you feel me? For somebody to do that, they must have a personal vendetta that's deeper than we all may ever know. Like, Diddy had to hurt her in the heart, so deep down in the heart. Scientists ain't never been that deep. You know what I'm saying? It had to have been that deep for her to go to these lengths. But they do have a long history, man. If it was that bad, Cassie, why didn't you leave a long time ago? But we all know how that goes, right? So do y'all think that, or what do y'all think her reasons are for coming forth and wanting to, get out in front of the audience, the people that's going to be an audience, the prosecutors, everybody, even P. Diddy, and show her face and give her testimony? And, what do you think her reason is, instead of just, sitting at home or sitting at the audience and, dealing with her trauma? So what do you think her reasons are? Let me know down in the comment section. Along with that, please hit that like button. Share this. We talked about if I earned it, you giving me that subscription. And I told you I'll remind you, and that's what I'm doing. So, either you gonna reward me or not. And I hope you can. Last but not least, notification bell. Keep you notified on any and everything this channel provides. This is the self-proclaimed #1 celebrity news channel on YouTube at this time, the Wrld Soda TV. Out ya.